This is breaking news from Juba, South Sudan, where the high-profile trial of suspended First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar and 7 co-accused has taken another dramatic turn. In today's court session, Machar's defense team made striking revelations claiming that the suspended First Vice President personally facilitated the evacuation of nearly 200 South Sudan peoples. Defense Forces SSPDF soldiers from Nasir after deadly clashes with the newer youth militia known as the White Army in March 2025. The defense insists this was not the act of a man fueling conflict, but rather of a leader trying to prevent further bloodshed and save lives. On Wednesday, during the 18th session of the ongoing trial, defense lawyer Kor Lul Kor cross-examined lead investigator Major General Basilio Wani, the focus of the day. Machar's alleged involvement in the evacuation of stranded government soldiers following the White Army's takeover of Nasir town. Kor questioned General Wani on whether his investigation confirmed that Dr. Machar helped to evacuate 198 SSPDF soldiers from Nasir and Ulong counties to Juba with the assistance of United Nations helicopters. Do you agree with me? Kor asked that the 5th accused, Dr. Riek Machar, facilitated the evacuation of 198 SSPDF soldiers who survived the Nasir garrison attack from Nasir and Ulong to Juba. The defense attorney further stated that Machar had made direct efforts to recover the body of Major General David Muirdak, the SSPDF commander who was killed during the assault, showing concern not only for his own forces but also for the government troops. When questioned, lead investigator Major General Wani acknowledged that Dr. Machar indeed mentioned his attempts to save the stranded SSPDF soldiers during the investigation. Yes, I do agree, Wani said, because some soldiers paid ransom to be evacuated from Nasir to Juba. Wani confirmed that Machar communicated with the youth through Nasir County Commissioner James Alala Deng, urging them to end the fighting and return to their villages. However, he clarified that while some heeded Machar's message, others continued their armed mobilization. The investigator also recalled Machar's account of communicating with local chiefs, attempting to de-escalate the violence. Still, according to Wani, the youth had already gathered by March 2nd a day before the attack, pulling down government flags and burning them, signaling a rebellion that would soon ignite into full-scale conflict. After nearly 2 hours of tense cross-examination, the defense concluded its questioning of the lead investigator. This marks an important milestone in the trial, as the defense seeks to portray Machar not as a war instigator, but as a peace-seeking leader caught amid an uncontrolled youth uprising. Beyond the courtroom debate, concerns over the well-being of the accused also reached the judge's bench. On October 22nd, the defense filed an urgent request for better food, medical care, and sunlight exposure for all 8 defendants, including Dr. Machar. Presiding Judge James Alala Deng responded positively to the motion, ordering that the accused be allowed 1 hour of sunlight daily and permitted to receive medical supervision and food from their families when safe to do so. The ruling was seen as a small but significant victory for the defense, which had been voicing concerns about deteriorating health conditions. Among the detained leaders, the 8 accused standing trial are Dr. Riek Machar, suspended First Vice President and SPL-MAAO Chairman; Puot Kung Chul, former Minister of Petroleum; Mampel Dwar, Gatwek Lam, LT General Gabriel Duplem; Camilo Gatmayakel, Mading Yak Riek, Dominic Gatgok Riek. They face multiple charges including treason, crimes against humanity, murder, terrorism, and destruction of property, all stemming from the March 2025 Nasir incident. Prosecutors allege that forces loyal to Machar's SPL-EO, alongside the White Army, attacked the SSPDF garrison in Nasir, killing Major General Riek Machar Teny, and over 200 government soldiers. The defense, however, maintains that Machar had no command role in the attack and instead acted to prevent further casualties. Court adjournment, with both sides having presented key arguments. The court adjourns until Monday, the 10th of November, 2025, when proceedings are expected to resume. Legal experts following the case describe it as one of the most consequential trials in South Sudan's history, attests not only of the judiciary's independence, but also of the nation's fragile peace and reconciliation process. Observers say the outcome could reshape the political landscape, as the case touches on issues of power, justice, and leadership in a country still healing from years of civil conflict. As the trial continues, questions linger about accountability, leadership, and the path to lasting peace in South Sudan. Was Dr. Riek Machar a mediator trying to save lives, or a commander responsible for a deadly assault? The decision now rests in the hands of the court. We'll continue to follow this story closely and bring you verified updates as they unfold. For now, the courtroom. Doors closed, but the debate over. Justice and reconciliation in South Sudan remains wide open. The defense's strategy aims to dismantle the prosecution's case that links Machar to treason, terrorism, and crimes against humanity. We'll continue to follow this story closely.
Welcome to the heart of Africa, where culture meets creativity.
Join us on North Global News, your ultimate channel for inspiring news and stories across the continent.
From the deep traditions of South Sudan and Ethiopia,
to the rhythm of African music, the power of sports, the rise of technology, and the beauty of our wildlife and nature, this is Africa Reimagined.
Share our stories. Keep Africa united through culture, knowledge, and pride.
Uniting Africa through stories and culture.
Subscribe now to North Global News. Share Africa's culture with the world.